So you've chosen to buy a XERO Pure. So let's take a look at what's inside. Every XERO Pure is carefully packaged by our production team. It's gone through rigorous water testing to ensure no leaks, and it's waiting for you. So let's get her open. I recommend, if you can open it laying down, it's safer. And you'll cut along the XERO tape. Pull on the staples. Be safe with the knife. So, we'll begin by removing the sealed air packaging from the top of the system. Toss that aside. You'll always have a sheet on the top and two on the sides for protection. Now, to remove the system safely from the box, you'll want to grab the bottom of the frame and stick your fingers in the top of the cap and lift up as such. So, system safely out of the box, like I mentioned, you'll want to grab from the top of the cap and the bottom of the frame. Also, what comes in your box is your accessory bundle. Now, this accessory bundle has all the extra tools that you'll need to get yourself up and running. Let's clear the table. So, let's take a closer look at this system. Now, I have it laying down here on the table, which it's honestly recommended to operate your system laying down. It's safer, as you see, it's tall. Last thing you want is something to fall and break one of your housings or the fittings. So we'll start with the inlet of the system. It's a swivel garden hose right here. You'll want to use a standard garden hose to feed your system. Don't use the 3/8 100-foot hose that's included in the residential kit to feed your system unless you want to have flow issues. So you have your inlet, you run your garden hose in, and then water reaches the first stage of filtration, which is through a carbon filter. From the carbon filter, water comes up and now feeds the reverse osmosis element, which through forced pressure and permeation, pure water is then transferred to this hose to the inlet of the resin chamber, where it goes through its final filtration to then exit the system on the opposite side on a male garden hose fitting. There's where you can use your 3/8 hose. Last but not least, we have our waste fitting at the bottom of the system here. It is a flow regulator, so at that point your waste is already predetermined. No flush valve, no need to adjust that. Included in your kit bundle is a hose for your waste line. It's not for the inlet of your system, it's not for the outlet, it's for your waste, which simply just discharges out of the bottom of the system as such. So, let's talk about the kit bundle. So here is your kit accessory bundle that comes with every system and is unique to the model. So today we're talking about the XERO Pure. Here's the XERO Pure kit. Now inside, you'll find your operations manual. This is very important. If you want to understand your system a little more, take a read. You'll be able to scan a QR code for more information, for parts, if you're having any issues, and you get to understand your system a little bit. Highly recommend you read it. We have our filter wrenches, one small one and one large one. They are for the carbon filter and the resin chamber, appropriately sized to the bowl. You slide it up onto the bowl, and you'll want to move it in the clockwise direction to remove the bowl. It's opposite, I know. And to tighten the bowl, you will go counterclockwise and give it a snug. This here is a TDS meter. TDS stands for total dissolved solids. So this meter will allow you to measure how many minerals and solvents are in your water in parts per million, and to see how effective your system is at removing those minerals. You have your waste hose. Now, your waste hose goes at the bottom of your system onto your flow regulator. It's a silver fitting, and this just allows you channel your discharge water to another spot. Now we have our magic lube, which is a silicone-based lubricant, which is used for your O-rings. Each of your housings have O-rings to help seal, and silicone helps create a better seal when water is involved. Your membrane caps have 2 O-rings that require a little bit of silicone every time you change your membrane. It's good to reapply silicone to create a better seal. Next, we have our RO Guardian. Now this powder has a QR code so you can learn a little bit more about it, but this powder is an antimicrobial powder. So this powder can be mixed with water, diluted and poured through the top of your reverse osmosis filter. Now that will allow you to preserve the filter and prevent it from any bacterial growth from long periods of sitting or winterization. But we'll talk more about this later on. And of course, keep an eye out for giveaways and potential upgrade kits that you can win. Take a look at the card that comes with your system.